Millennium Falcon, the micro build.
Like it's like a like a mini. It's not quite micro, right? But it's like
not full size.
Full size, yeah. Not minifig size. Yeah. It's just
miniature.
Because they've got.
One of my small critiques is, what am I going to do with this? It doesn't attach the whole entire base structure, but I honestly thought that this scale of ships would be a lot of fun to be able to kind of play with if you had multiple of them. But just how it does not hold together that well, I don't think it'd be that good to get basically a fleet of ships that are because they're making all those other ships. Could be a little bit too complicated, but these are my problems with it. Is that comes off too easily. It would be nice if there were 4 points, and then like the other thing would be someplace for this to go on there. But welcome to YourBrickFix.
What day is it today?
Today is Lego Day.
Lego Day? What happens on Lego Day for us?
Review and build Lego. So today we have the Millennium Falcon, the micro build.
Like it's like a like a mini. It's not quite micro, right? But it's like
not full size.
Full size, yeah. Not minifig size. Yeah. It's just
miniature.
Because they've got those really micro.
They do have the micro fighters.
Yeah.
Not one of those. So this is set 75375. We bought it, built it, and I think we're gonna review it and build it for you.
That's awesome. You know, they also have that new one coming out for the Marvel side of things with the Helicat carrier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're getting into a little bit more of these micro builds. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. I think that one would be a fun build, especially after possibly building the other one. This build that would be a really cool build.
We'll have to do that next time.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's get into it.
Check it out. Whoa, that was fast.
Yeah. So it was an awesome build. One of my small critiques is, what am I going to do with this? It doesn't attach the whole entire base structure, but you just kind of put it there. I wish. So let me detach this real quick.
Okay, nice.
So I wish that just like the placard, it had a spot on here, like one of these vents. If these vents weren't there and it went right there, I feel like that would be a little bit better in some form or fashion. But if it was just there or attached somehow, I don't like floating objects necessarily.
It kind of needs a little bit more of its own thing to be something separate like that. Like just having it just be this piece, like it with maybe a place for a minifigure. Then like you're talking about something that's just like think of the Lego Batman. Animated series one, right? So that then now you have something a little bit more
like that. Yeah, possibly, or even a base plate, so that way it just doesn't.
Yeah, no support for it really there.
It just, and then also it doesn't square up. I mean, you have to just doesn't square up to your build well, in my opinion. I don't know.
It is nice though. I mean, it's obviously commemorating it, right? You know,
I'm nitpicky. What can I say?
Here we go. I got an easy solution for it. This is going to look lovely. You're going to like the way you look when I'm done with this.
Oh yeah,
break it.
You guarantee it?
Yeah, I guarantee it. There you go. So now when it sits there, when you come up, all of a sudden you'll be surprised and look down.
No. See, if you do it like this, then
then you can flip it up.
Then you flip it up.
Yeah.
So
it goes like that.
Which one is it?
Yeah, you just reveal it.
Boom. Is it the Millennium Falcon? Is it 25th edition? I don't know. I keep breaking it.
Yeah, that part's a little bit flimsy.
That is very flimsy on there.
Handling it quite a bit.
But obviously it's just supposed to sit there and not really be played with. I did like the fact that these studs weren't capped off with a blank. It allows it to sit a little bit more securely on there. In the build itself, I will say that it is a very fragile model. I would not play with this model. It's not. If you feel it, it is very not all together, if that makes sense. And that's just because of how pieces go together, that they're latched together.
Oh, it's the little
Yeah, so you're just kind of pushing them together, and
it holds it tight in just like a couple little points.
Yeah, it's literally one point that's holding both of these things down and at their specific angles. And so it's not a model that I would play with. It's definitely a model for show. But long story short, I mean, it's a great model for show, right? And especially if you don't have room for the massive Millennium Falcons, then this is a great model. That's why I got it, was because I really wanted one, but I didn't have room for such large scale stuff. So I bought this one, and it's not a playable, it's not something you play with. It's going to come apart.
And so this would be good for something like a coffee table at an office desk kind of situation.
Bookshelf.
Wherever you're.
But not for little kids. I would not give this set to little kids to play with. But I would, as an adult fan of Lego, I would play with it myself. I mean, build it and display it, but I wouldn't really play with it. It's not meant to be played with. I honestly thought that this scale of ships would be a lot of fun to be able to kind of play with if you had multiple of them. But just how it does not hold together that well, I don't think it'd be that good to get basically a fleet of ships that are on, because they're making all those other ships that are in this scale, right? And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a bunch of these to play with. But if they go together like this one, it's just not going to be as good to play with, sort of thing. Handle.
The cockpit is nice, though. That looks like it's a new printed piece.
Yeah, it's a very nice piece. I like how it went together. It's a double piece, so it comes apart. And it's just that right there.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was almost all one piece.
Yeah, so it's a double piece.
Yeah, I was fooled.
They gotcha. But yeah, it's it wasn't easy to put together in the first place, and it probably won't be easy to get back together. But here nor there, it is Lego, so I'll get it.
Yeah.
But long short, I think that it was a fun build.
How long was your build time for it, roughly? If you had a guess.
If I had to guess, and I had a helper.
Without breaks and anything. You know,
I didn't really have any breaks, but, well, I had a lot of breaks, actually. Sure. I would say it took me 4 hours, which it went amazingly fast as a build to go together. But it felt like I made a lot of progress very fast.
Okay.
Long story short. But sorry about
yeah,
that.
I can see the difficulty of this. It is surprisingly more difficult than I would have thought that one piece would be.
Yeah, it is not easy to pull this thing apart or get it back together. You just have to be super careful with it. And I messed up a couple times in the build. So I want to say it took me about 4 to 5 hours to build.
Okay. The stand actually looks like one of their nicer kind of stands as far as the design goes. It's really blended well because, on those bigger display ships that I have with the Marvel ones, they're basically just a few Technic pieces usually. They just
kind of hold it all together
with a couple of this. But this is a lot more flushed out, a lot more polished in its design.
Yeah, it
doesn't have to be like this.
No, 100%. And it looks good. Again, I actually think that could be a little bit too complicated. But these are my problems with it, is that comes off too easily. It would be nice if there were 4 points. And then the other thing would be someplace for this to go on there. But other than that, I think that it's a great stand. I would have liked that to be like that, personally. I might modify it to do that. It wouldn't take much
all you have
to do that.
Just
put a little
that goes up
an angle.
There you go, and then you'd be able to get that. And then how is it putting it on here? Is it like a sideways?
No. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's forward facing.
Forward facing. Okay.
Yeah.
I can remember.
No, wait, it's side facing.
I thought it had some type of action to it with the pose. Yeah, that looks right. That looks like a Millennium Falcon flying through fast.
But yeah, it was a fun build. I'm glad that we were able to do it with you guys, and I'm glad we were able to review it for you. But all the, you got your dish, you got your quad gun. It's all there. Don't forget, subscribe. Let us know what you think. If you agree about these builds, these models, which one of these micro builds are your favorite, or which of the Millennium Falcons is your favorite, actually, because there's so many of them out there.
And are there micro builds that you are seeing that are coming up that you're looking forward to, or ones that you would like to see be micro builds? Put those in the comments. And by the way, everybody responding to the videos and dropping comments, we really appreciate it. It means a lot.
It does. Thank you so much.
See ya.